Hello and welcome back, everybody. So it's Friday, end of the week. Peggy, come here, darling. Come here. I'll be going to the place where I go camping on Saturday, not staying overnight. But my friend whose land it is, coming last night, said he needs a couple of trees taken down. One's rotten. There's in a bit of a precarious situation. The other one is on his neighbour's property. But my son's a certified woodsman. He's got all his tickets and stuff like that. So he can work on, railway and you name it. He can go everywhere and do anything on the tickets he's got. So I might be going across to him and over the weekend, maybe Saturday. Be nice to see my son again. And we'll be organising a camp fairly soon, sure. So again, something to look forward to. I'll be going to City Dogs home on Monday now. I've got a friend who said she will take me. Pagan, stop pulling. So that'll be good. I haven't really got a lot to talk about today. So just a quick update. Keto diet's going really well. Still in quite heavy ketosis. But no, it's going really well. Feeling strong. Feeling like I got more energy. Pagan, stop pulling. Very little brain fog. I feel overall a bit more optimistic about things. I'd like to think I've well and truly got it into my head and accepted, that's it, I'm single. I'm probably going to be single the rest of my life, but, that's fine. And now when I think about anything like that, I'm sort of feeling, I wouldn't say like a sense of relief. Well, I suppose it is in a sense. I'm just feeling a little bit more, I just can't be bothered with all that stuff anymore. Pagan, stop pulling. Thank you. You're in a pulling mood today. You're not a husky, you know. Pagan. Now stop. We have days like this. He thinks he's a husky. He's got to pull you along. Come on. But your L's going well. Come here. Which way do you want to go today? Come on, I think we'll go this way towards the pool. Come on. Come on. It's a bit brighter today. Quite a bit of rain yesterday, but it did come down. Like I say, we certainly need it. But it's a little bit cooler this morning as well. Even though the sun's shining nice and bright, you can feel there's been a bit of a change. And it is as if, you know, we've shifted away from those heat waves. I'm getting Pagan out for 2 walks a day again now. I mean, before, I could take him in the morning, but it was too hot the rest of the day. But now, I could take him round about dinner time or very early evening. Which I know does me good as well. Like I said, when you look at the trees at the moment, you see I don't know whether it's because we've had several heat waves, a lot of the leaves are dying, or whether because it is starting to slowly change for the autumn. But you see on the ground and in the trees, there's a lot of leaves starting back. Wonder what sort of winter we're going to have. Come on. I'll say it always amazes me how quick the seasons can change. Go on, good boy. Come on. Go on. Good boy. There's another little doggy walking. Come on. Come on. Wait till the dog gets past then. Come here. You're all right, pal.
Cool.
Come on. Good boy. I was looking at pagan like that for. Oh well. So yeah, I know my, I think it was the last video, I said, I'm that I'm a Wiccan. Yes, I do have me sort of own beliefs, you know, which are sort of pagan-based, nature-based. I would say, if anything, I'm more into the Hedge Witchery side of life, which is really nature-based. You know, I've got a few little things to do with witchcraft. I know some people are going to be saying, oh, that's weird. Well, it's not really, when you think about it. You know, it just means I like to celebrate the seasons, celebrate life and the cycle of life, birth and death. I like to feel one with nature. I believe in the energies around us. You know, again, especially nature's energies, you know, the healing properties. And it's ironic, really, because the more you look into things, from both perspectives, both some of the ancient ways and some of the modern scientific findings which are coming out in terms of physics and stuff, the more you see there's these deep correlations between the two. You know, we're seeing now that everything is just energy, just vibrating at different levels. And obviously anything that affects that level is going to have a cause and effect on it. I wouldn't say I'm a Wiccan in the sense of a lot of them are sort of hippie style people who believe in love and this and that and the other. Come on. Hello, you two. You're all right, mate. Hello, you both. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, this way. Good boy. You know, not all these people who's got to see absolute positive in everything and only try and live a positive life. You know, that's impossible. You know, if you see everything as 100% positive, I think you're deluding yourself a little bit. But I do like my beliefs. They're a comfort to me. I don't particularly, you know, align with any deities, you know, gods or goddesses. I suppose I do have ones, you know, as you research and which you're more closely aligned with. You know, I don't do rituals and stuff. I did at one point, but it just felt unnatural. But, you know, I do think as a belief system, it is good. What's going on over there, eh? See the ducks? But like I say, I just think or feel to myself, and again, it's all my own personal opinion. You know, you might be Christian, born again Christian or whatever. Doesn't bother me. You know, personally, in terms of Christianity, you know, with the Bible and stuff like that, it's a book written by man. And it's been rewrote over time and time again. Translated, reworded. And I just don't follow that. Come on, Peggy. Come on. Come on. I mean, I do feel lots of the world's troubles are caused by beliefs, religions. And that's why I don't really subscribe to a religion itself. You know, people are entitled to their own beliefs. And if people are allowed to get on with their own beliefs, practice their own beliefs, without judgment, without criticism, the world would be a better place. You know, when you look at things Religion sparks wars, conflict. The degradation of certain people, women, animals. And it's wrong. I mean, I'm not going to mention any. You probably know what I'm talking about. Then again, you've got the Christian side of it as well. You've got all these people in the UK are now saying we shouldn't allow Islam take over because we're a Christian country. And yeah, I partly agree with that. But at the same time, I think, well, it's quite hypocritical, really. Because Christianity did exactly the same to the pagans. They burnt, tortured people, degraded them, stole the land, the property, the living, livelihoods. And it's funny how things come around and go around. Come on. But no, I mean, I suppose my beliefs are important to me. And like I say, within the whole thing of like witchcraft and everything, there's lots of different aspects. Lots of different, let's say, smaller factions of it. And a lot of people say it's like a cult. And like any other belief system, it can be a cult. Or cults may exist. It's always going to happen. But overall, I just find the Hedge Witchery side appeals to me more than anything else. And from that, yes, I know part of Hedge Witchery is saying, oh, there's elves and fairies and stuff. I don't prescribe to that. But I do prescribe really it's what it actually means. You're more at one with nature, you work with nature. You celebrate each season. You care for animals and care for the human beings who need help, who need care and attention. And that's not something you learn, that's something that's built into you. So that's why, I find it easy to get on with. I don't go around trying to recruit people into it. Unlike people like the Jehovah's Witnesses, which like going around knocking on your door, trying to recruit people. You know, with this belief, you don't have to recruit people. I just think people are naturally drawn to it and follow it through. Hello. And follow it through because it's what they feel is right. They're drawn to it. And they're drawn to various aspects of it. Some are drawn to the moon. Some are drawn to magic. Some are drawn to rituals. Some are drawn to healing. Some are drawn more to nature. And, you know, this is what I like. You're free to believe in what you want and go with it. I mean, I have my own beliefs, but I find at the same time that it closely aligns with other beliefs I have in terms of quantum mechanics, quantum physics. The more I look into it, especially on the quantum mechanics side, based on what I know about the witchcraft side, the more I see very deep similarities. You know, I think it's, you know, shocking what our ancestors knew. And because of other religions who didn't like that and thought it was heresy or blasphemy, whatever they want to call it, tried to bury. And a lot of it was buried over time. You know, because the other religions are all about power. Estate, wealth, power. Dominating. And so if something natural happening means they have no control over it. And they don't like that, so they try and bury it. And it still happens today. You know, science itself is the same. People discover things which rocks its foundations, but it won't be accepted. It'll be fought against. You know, and that's the basics of materialism and a materialistic viewpoint. They're not willing to accept anything, and then they're suddenly forced to, because the evidence shows that. And they have no choice but to sort of rewrite the books a little bit. And I still think, you know, it's very much the way science is these days, but today we have more freedom to explore. And great discoveries are being made. And the thing is, with these discoveries, you then see the actual connection to, it wasn't a discovery, it's a rediscovery of some ancient knowledge, stuff which was pushed underground, stuff which was mocked, laughed at. You actually look at it, you think, you know what? People mock that, but actually there's a lot of truth in that. So yeah, I just thought I'd have a quick chat about my beliefs, because beliefs are important. So yeah, that's me. I hope you don't mind me sharing this with you. Like I say, you know, I just want to talk about me, what I am, who I am, things I believe, and share it all with you. So I'm going to thank you for watching, and I bid farewell to you at this time. Hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Don't forget, like and subscribe, share if you want to. No pressure, but nice to know if you do. But thanks guys, see you soon. Bye.